Alright, doing it again. Are we live yet? Hey! Is it back? Is we are the do back, yes. Okay, looks like we're back. What a pain in the ass this has been. What is happening? Where were we? That's right. We're looking at repums. Okay, no longer need that. What I just figured out was that this value for dropping off on power is a coefficient, not a direct one-to-one power number. So, realistically, without knowing the coefficient equation, we're just gonna have to play with it. So at 0.1, oh, weird. At 0.1, we're at 70. Wait, what? At 0.02. There we go. Okay, we're losing a little bit. Yeah, it's a coefficient. It's not a direct power number thing. Hey, welcome to back to people that are coming back. Sorry about this. I don't know what YouTube is doing at the moment, or what my ISP is doing, or the only other thing it could be is maybe the cable. Actually, it could be the cable. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have a spare cable. I'll have to purchase more of those. Well, I'm not logged into Amazon, so I'm not going to dox anything, hopefully. Let's just double check that it won't go like, oh, you're at this location. And I do need more network cables. Stuff is coming up for that. Weird. Alright. That should be fine. Wrong thing. There we go. Alright. Network cable. I'm going to add a marker on this. No, just CAT 6E Ethernet cable, that'll do. Alright, how much are we looking? I want to buy like a a set of these. Also, sorry about how long it took to restart the stream. A few things happened. One, I left. I don't know when it crashed. But then I gave Pippa her water in the water bottle. Then I found out that she was covered in weeds and prickles. So I gave her a bit of a groom for a couple of seconds. Then came back in and it wouldn't let me reconnect my stream. What the hell is that? What are you talking about, the engine? Well, that would be the engine. I do like a fancy cable. It's going to be going in this network. It's weird. It is a rack, but I think it's technically called a data cabinet, which is the dumbest name ever, but sure. I don't like flat cables because they're hard to deal with twists and stuff without just seeing the twist and stuff. Blue cables could work. I think we would go the conventional blue cables. I wouldn't mind white. Black would look good. But it would then get too hard to see things. It's already really dark in this room. The black carpet means that there's so little light bounce that very often I'm having to use like a flashlight on my phone to make it brighter. I would go for a white one. To be honest, I think that would be a really cool aesthetic if they weren't flat. Cable white. White. Flat. Flat. Hey, here we go. 10 gigabit, snagless. Snagless short, what? Anyway, it's a 5-pack. How short? 30 centimeters. I have to visualize that. Where's my tape measure? Where's my tape measure? There it is, 30 centimeters. That is enough to go from... Yeah, that'd have to be a switch to patch panel sort of thing, not a actual usable thing. I have a patch panel, but I'm going to connect directly into the switch. Actually, I have a few patch panels, technically. Is that the end of the playlist? Oh, it is. Okay, next page. $5-meter 2-pack. Okay. We might get a few variations of lengths. Yeah. Okay. I think that's my plan. Ooh. What does snagless mean, by the way? Like, is that just saying that it clips in? You get an array of colors, but they look hideous. Anyway. That is what I'm going to do. Okay. Just want to do a little bit of retail therapy whilst I waited for people to slowly come back in. I've gotten off of... Oh, wait. I wonder if chat's busted again. Yeah, no, it's busted again. I just want to say I finally acquired automation, and after a couple of random S that I need to finish, but I made my favorite based on a Cadillac Atlanti. Oh. Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people will do, is first thing in, make my car. Or make my dream car. So, Chevy Montmarlo, thank you for being here. Cordurainmens, whatever, that is a hell of a name. I feel that I've seen that one before. CZ Zindi, thank you for being here. Don't know how to read that name. And Paul Alcock, thank you for being here. How am I doing? A little bit frustrated that my stream has now crashed 4 times? What are we on? Just today. Oh. Wait. No. It's only completely failed twice. So I'm on the 3rd one. Yeah, the first one that is... AMC Eagle. Need to redo. Zeta Silencer, basically Cindy. I thought it might have been. Because it looked like Cindy. I wasn't quite sure. Welcome, Cindy. Thank you for being here. Now I just need to unfluster my head and remember what I was doing. That's not where I was doing. I was doing thing over here. That's right. Crank? What the crank losses per 1k RPM. So we're at 6.4. Okay. Five, 9. Okay, now let's start dropping the naturally aspirated power down. Let's compare it to a V8. If they had like let's say 100 Newton meters at the time. You know what? No, let's actually do the math, research on this. We don't know what the power number... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna bookmark this. We were looking at the RPMs. Here's this graph. Some sort of bug floating around. Let's go without appropriate speed without overboosting. Harming without significant distortion. It's only one more. Without compromise bearing performance. Okay. Where's 302? Let's go back to 302. Oh, that is such a cool picture, because it makes it look like it's a small thing, but in reality, this thing is goddamn giant. You know what? No. Nope. Aspect. Okay. We're looking for page 305, I think it was. Not new in my streams? Thought so. Like, it sounds like I think I came across that name earlier today, or maybe I'm just conflating. Sorry if somebody already asked this, but is this mod going to be paid? Only for early access. Like, pretty much everything. If it's going on my YouTube channel, it's only early access. Otherwise, at the end, it will be on the... it'll be on the repository, or the other thing. The forums. I think I'm going to put it on the forums. It'll make it a little bit harder, but it'll make it easier to actually make it understandable for people. Cylinder flexing. Another serious problem plagued that development was that of cylinders flexing due to valve opening forces. Holy cow! The exhaust valve rocker box was the primary culprit. Residual pressure is still present inside the cylinder up to 100 pounds per square inch. The residual exhaust pressure bears against the closed exhaust valve. Holy shit! 540 pounds. What's that in real numbers? That's 2.2 to 1. So that's... They had to push up with like 240 kilos? Holy shit, that's 2 of me! More than 2 of me, but Jesus Christ. Anyway, I was looking for 305. Hey, when I said I thought that was a Magneto, turns out I was correct. Ignition transport, that's fine. Oh. Hey, I woke up at 4 AM with a live notification, Lamau. Hate time zones. Sorry. But yeah, I wouldn't have done that, but YouTube keeps dropping very quickly when my... See, the thing is when I reach the end of a stream and I hit, like, stop streaming, YouTube will take, like, 10 minutes to go, like, are you done streaming then? But today, when, I leave it for 3 seconds, it's like, oh, no, you ended the stream. It's like, what? Relationship of propeller spline versus power capacity. Oh, the gearing... The... what? Spline? Oh, capability. So, the more splines there are, the more power you could put through the splines. Okay, that's fine. With exception of the VTT engines, use the same form of gear-driven supercharger. Right from the initial design studies, flexibility was designed into that depending on the mission. This looks like something out straight out of, like, Dragon Ball. Even Dragon Ball Z. How much info do you need? I mean, the more the merrier. The Sunday and Film Man stream is good stream. Sounds good to me. That'd be like the 3rd notification you would have gotten as well. Leaded silver for bearing. Mmm, yummy. Okay, yeah, now that I'm seeing this with a little bit more context of what was set up above, I think this is just, like, maximum testing. I don't know why they were going up to 30,000. Like, why would they want to push beyond this if it, wasn't an RPM you were reaching? Weird. It's weird. They're mixing imperial with metric. Effect of small changes in RPM from design speed. Note that these performance curves are within water. Are with water injection. Oh, interesting. They already knew about using that for knock prevention. Oops. Oh! If you reduce the RPM... Wait, no. Something to do with changing the RPM, that's how much you drop off. But only like 40 by 100, 40 horsepower by 100 RPM. But I suppose that's significant. That's an efficiency thing. Let's go to the Eagle. Sure. I love when you make F1 replicas. Yeah. I think I lost some files around the time that I was doing the successor to the Renault. What was the Renault one called? I can't remember, but the Renault Turbo F1 car. After that, it was also like their cars were getting a lot less interesting. So I struggled to build the motivation to go back to it, especially with my ADHD. Can you please make a Suzuki? No. Power control unit. If some cases speed output would not have been correct if the drive gearing... No. Piston engine revolution. Okay, so... Do they call it HP or horsepower here? Oh, the searchable text, that is. They call it power. Okay, how many power? 69. It shows that power output is directly proportional to the inlet manifold graph. Oh, okay. I see what they're trying to say. Power everything from a single engine fighter to a multi-engine. Blah, 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 blah. Would normally power a Boeing that achieved. Okay, so they have horsepower here. Okay. Okay, there's only 8 references to horsepower. $100 horsepower per cylinder. That is a fancy way of describing it. Okay. Let's go power. Not popware. Let's have a look at Pratt and Whitney. Does it have like a base engine that it's based upon? Largest aviation piston engine to be mass produced. Okay, it doesn't look like there was, or there's any information here of what it was based upon. It looks like it was designed that way from the outset. Very odd choice, but okay. Was a radial aircraft engine developed, had 2 rows of 7 cylinders each. Only product application was the post-World War II Saab 900 Scandia airliner. How did it compete then? Powered away by the looks of it. Yeah, maybe. It had a higher compression ratio. Same size and displacement. Oh, well then this thing sucks in comparison. Then maybe it was power to fuel usage ratio. So it is supercharged. Same capacity, but much less horsepower. I'm going to aim with water injection, take off with water injection. Wait, what? What's the difference here? Oh, without water injection, with injection, max continuous, normal. I'm going to aim for about 1300 horsepower, sans supercharger. Ish. Do we have like an RPM? No, we do not have an RPM rating here. RPM. Nah, nothing. Let's take off the stupid charger. I'm so funny. And... oh, I suppose I didn't need to do that. 2400. Let's take off a bit of power. That's not what I wanted. I want this. Filler question. For you to make mods for other games is more a challenge or something else? When I've made mods for other games, it was because I just wanted to be creative. Also partly to maybe bring in a broader audience, I suppose. But, yeah, just... I like Grand Theft Auto. Probably won't be getting 6 until it comes to PC. And then only if it's really going to work on Linux. After that... other than that, I don't know, I never really liked Assetto Corsa that much, and during the process of making that mod, it made me realize how little... sorry, how shitty that game is. Now, I'm going to have large initial torque, and have the torque drop off, and then the supercharger will make the power go up. So... if we're going to want to half the power, almost. Let's go 2500. Then let's go 5. No. 4. 5. 4. Nope, that's wrong. Yep, my brain is failing me. Slowly disintegrating. Turn up dynamic friction. That didn't change much. What is your opinion on the... don't really care about it. But it's just I don't take mod requests. It's generally really only because it's just a blanket no. So many people will ask you for just like really shit things. This was, I'm not sure if it was I think it was a mod request, but like a really, really long time ago, and it just kind of sat there in the back of my mind because it was such an interesting thing, but I was technically limited at the time, and I didn't know how to do it. Because I didn't know how to do it, sorry. But generally, it's only going to be for a reward for the viewers. And what viewers like is other YouTubers. Not me. No. They like other viewers. So I'll do things for those people and they can be like, oh yeah, cool, I saw, yeah. You know, that sort of stuff. I'm going to have to rearrange this. We're going to up it around 1,000 and drop down to about 2,000. So let's... and then after you... let's try that. Okay, 2,000 RPM is set correctly. 1,000 RPM will raise that up. 3,500. Maybe we'll raise it up a little bit more. 4,500. That might be a little too much. Yeah, that was too much. Let's go to 4,000. Split the diff. Well, that's taking off our power now if we do that, isn't it? Let's go 43. Let's go 32. Welcome, Fridge Reel. How's it going? We might bump this up a bit to like 28. Get there in time. Are we going? Yes! Made it in time. Before the stream shut down. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck is happening. You know what, actually, I have an idea. I'm going to open up this. Okay, yeah, no, we're fine. So then I can see whether it's my whole network or just that thing. I think I'm fairly happy with that. We might bump 2,000 and drop 3,000. Oh, not 50,000. You know, actually, we'll leave that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, okay. Then we'll bump 1,000. That was the wrong area. Okay. Now, they said there was... Actually, you know what? I need to have a look at this graph again. Was it 305? That's not the right thing. Okay, here we go. 302. Yeah, they don't start at idle RPM. Yeah. Alright. Let's bump these up a little bit more. Okay. That makes it look okay. Now we bring it back up with the supercharger. It'll fit in the back of an Autobello. It'd be more like bolting an Autobello to it. Like, it's just too big. How much power this beast is supposed to deliver? 3,500-ish. Okay. You have a bit of a weird graph happening here. I don't know if that's what the supercharger sounds like. I suppose it would be a lot of gear sound. I don't want to listen to it on the stream, but... You know, screw it. My stream is so screwed up today. I don't care. I'm just gonna have a listen to one quickly. R4 360... 360... My brain. Here we go. Oh, there's a lot of gear whine. Oh, that should start already. Just need to be able to hear it. Can't really hear it. It's really hard to tell. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's not too far off. I might also see if I can turn the starter down. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's what I wanted. Starter sample. Starter volume. Shut off volume engine. Shut off volume engine. I'm not sure. But it doesn't look like I can change the torque of the starter here. I could do it in Engine Sim, but just not here, I suppose. What we might do is also just boost the hell out of the friction. I think we just want a lot more friction. Okay, here we go. Inertia, friction. Let's go 400. Dynamic friction. So let's double that as well. Okay. Okay. Okay, that looks like it's doing well. Oh, yeah, that RPM comes down much quicker now. That's good. Let's bump up these power numbers again a little bit. We're going to want maybe a little bit more around the 2000 RPM. Really does need to be 2500 here, doesn't there? No, sorry, 1500. Yeah. So much torque the chassis twisted on the line. Yeah. Alright, let's bump that up. 54. 56. Yeah, okay. That works. Bump up the... There we go. Yeah, okay. Now, we have to bump the... I'm also just noticing the shadows are so much better nowadays. They're not perfect, but they are doing so much better than what they used to. How do we improve the performance of our supercharger? Gear ratio, clutch pressure. I believe we have the right amount of pressure. Damn it. There we go. 34 PSI. That is a little too much. Okay, still too much. Need to bring it down to 30, basically. Oh, no. There we go. That's a little bit closer to it. Now, our power has come down again. Hey, immediately we're almost within the ballpark. Halve that. It was at 2700 RPM where it reaches its max power anyway. I'm getting close. 0.5 again, it's coefficient. So this one gets really tricky. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't really help us. Boost controller, no. Clutch, engage, pressure rate. What happens if we have no boost controller? So there has to be a boost controller curve. Okay. So I think this is just like hardlining how the stuff works. Oh! This is being overwritten. Let's get rid of that. How do you get the model you did, you make it? Sorry, I'm so dyslexic. Yeah, no, I made it myself. Let's, for this thing, we're just gonna go long block. We're gonna go indestructible, so we can keep testing it as much as we need. I think the supercharger's too loud. Wait, hold on. Audio. What's LFE? No. Anything else which is not up in the above categories? Forced induction. Okay. I knew I'd turn that up. I was doing some testing for Muye. It really is just too loud in it. What if we go minus? So it gets quieter. Nah. Let's try that out. What if we go 0 on that? Okay, then there's nothing. And it's still very loud. Yeah, I think that'll do. Okay, so. We are 500 horsepower off. That means that our drop-off in power is too great. So, we will go 4,000, 1,500. And we're still looking for a smooth graph, just less of a drop-off. There we go. Then we can bring back that supercharger loss. Crank losses per this. Okay, we'll judge you here. Oh, where? Oh, the horsepower is exactly 1, 2, 3, 4. That's funny. Okay, we're getting there now. 2? That's probably way too much. Yeah. We're wanting to hit. It also has to be at 2,700 RPM, doesn't it? Alright, we have some information on power numbers with different versions. That's the wrong thing. Okay. I believe that's the turbocharged version. Engines on display, applications, variants. 3,500 seems to be like the common go-to. Like, they're 3,500. These are 3,500. These are 3,500. So there's only a few that aren't. So we'll go for 3,500. And that's meant to be at 2,700 RPM. We might bump 2,000 RPM power and drop top end power maybe? No, that does look like it kind of levels out. But it also, they're kind of explaining how it went in a very linear line with burst pressure. So maybe, yeah, the unfortunate thing is they don't talk about the red line at all. Is this going to be a mod? Yeah. We're almost ready to release version 1, I reckon. We're just going to disable the turbos, because we haven't done that. The turbos will be the... Like, we're just going to run one turbo variant, and then the rest can be additions. Turbo race? Sure. Don't need any of those. Flex bodies, we'll take that from... Oh, no, that wouldn't be an intake. That would be an exhaust. Then we have exhaust J-beam. We don't have slots in here. Slots. We'll go exhaust. Oh, we haven't even used exhaust. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Exhaust addition. Core slot false. Sorry, not a core slot. What is it telling? Oh yeah, we deleted a bunch of these. Good. Cylinders exhaust. There. Flex bodies. We're going to want the big round tube. Damn it. Lender. Damn it. Wait. Give me a second. Local. Share? No, it's not in here. Frick. Let's just have a look at another example. Where are you? Multimedia? No. Damn it, where are the launch things? Fuck. Linux, desktop. What is this called? Shortcut. No. Here we go. Where is it? Where do they go, though? Okay, this person sucks. Home Linux config. Oh. That doesn't sound right. Fine. Control F dot desktop. Ugh, I hate this so fucking much. No, dot desktop. Here we go. What if I middle click you? No. Properties, where are you? Home, film, and desktop. Oh, I hate you. Properties. Oh, they're just on the desktop? That doesn't make sense. Alright. Open the VS Codium. I think we go %F in here. Oh, small f. Yeah, I have no idea. Let's try that again. Please just work. All you need to do is just run the application. Fuck you. Fucking hate Linux sometimes. Jesus. Thank you. Fucking hell. What a piece of shit Linux is sometimes. Alright. Don't need you. You are this. You are the turbo, not the engine. Instead, you are the manifolds. Danger to the manifold. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Don't know why there's a default group thing in here. We have no default group stuff set up for... Actually, you know what? We may leave that in there just in case we do go back to that, which we probably should, shouldn't we? Now, this thing can be twin charged. We're looking for what? 4,600 RPM, was it? Uh, 4,300. Wow, we are not adding much horsepower to this thing for being 2 turbochargers on it. If we could find some pictures now of the R4360, we'll have a look at what the turbos look like. So this one's got the halo around it. And then here, we got some turbos attached to it. Oh! I'm seeing that this is not just a perfect donut. It actually goes inwards, and these angle towards the outlets. Alright. What else? What's that? Oh, that's right. We're having a look at some of the weird things that are on these things. And it does get very weird. Oh, that supercharger housing inverts. So as opposed to having the compressor tube, I don't know, on the front side of the supercharger, it goes on the back side of the supercharger. Weird. Wait, why does this have 2 exhaust pipes per side? Is that the... I don't think that's a turbo. I think that's something else. Oh. Wait. The cylinder sleeve is not the... cooling fins as well, so... I thought they should have been separatable, and these look like aluminium. And when it's aluminium, you can't really have them as cylinder walls. Interesting. I could take the cooling fins off, or add water cooling jackets. I want more pictures of the turbos. No. I don't know what that is. Wait. Have I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. No. Yep. No. I was getting confused. I was looking at that Saab that confused me. I blame it all on the Saab. Oh, we can get a better look at those exhaust pipes. Oh, these are staged exhaust pipes. Oh, interesting. Not really helping us much. Let's go Pratt & Whitney R4360 Turbo. I'm so bad at writing. Turbo. There we go. I got some turbo. One thing I don't like about DuckDuckGo is it doesn't show like related images or similar images. Like here we go. That's the one I want. Nothing else. No suggestions. It's just, hey, your search is still there. Go back to that. What I want to see is the other side of the turbo at the very least, but I don't think I'm going to get that. Oh? Oh, what is that? That looks awesome. Oh. That's pretty cool. Give me a second. I'm just going to change my VPN location. Where should I go to? Let's go with that. Is it not gonna... Oh, good. Still forbidden. Let's grab you. This is a real godsend when frickin' VPN blockers are a real pain in the ass. Oh, good. Awesome. I wonder if it's Firefox related. Do I have Chrome? No, I don't. Let's try a different weapon area. This one should be fine. Alright, try that again. Oh, okay, the website is just broken. Oh, awesome. Cool. Is this plane engine? Yeah, it is. The biggest one ever. That doesn't help me. It doesn't help me either. Oh, wait. Here we go. We get to see the cylinder wall lining. Oh, okay. Now I see the cylinder and the lining. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey? No. What is this pipe here? Some sort of cooling, maybe? Air intake. Okay, yes, of course. This is a weird bit of music. I think we're SOL. We're just gonna have to... Oh, okay, there's more. Oh, wait, no, you know what? I forgot. There's one more thing. When all else fails, give up on DuckDuckGo, because DuckDuckGo is not actually that good. There we go. Alright, what are we looking for? Same picture. Unfortunately, nobody's taken a picture from a different angle of it. That's a really cool picture. I'm gonna have a look at that one closer. Oh, it's aliasing. I was wondering why that looked so weird. It was just the aliasing of the image. It's on Facebook? Alright. Why would I care? Just send me the thing. What the fuck? Oh. That's probably a thing to do with the browser I'm on warning me about redirects. What are we doing here? What's this? This isn't what I was clicking on, was it? I've been clicking on this. This looks like a Google issue, not a Facebook issue. So Google is like, hey, do you want to go to this thing? Oh, by the way, we're redirecting you now. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. That's not making the image any better. I wonder what those are. Yeah, it's not... Oh, wait, no. Scroll down. Don't be a penis, don't be a penis. Okay, yeah, no, good. Okay. It's called picture. I think it's in the comments, maybe. Is that going to be the small image, or are we going to get a bigger image now? You're a son of a... I was wondering if anybody had put it inside of a vehicle in real life. It's that one goddamn turbocharger image. Great. Thanks. Good. I can't tell if it's 1 or 2 turbos. It's so hard to tell. They're all the same image. There is 2 pictures of the turbochargers on this thing. That's it. Nobody has ever, in the history of humanity, ever taken another picture, apparently. God damn it. Show me the turbos. Show me the money! Oh! That's a different one. Daily Turismo? What the hell is that? That's a different engine. Very weird, but still a different engine. Anyway, yes, I am redirecting on my own volition. Please, God. What if I click on that instead? Nope, still redirect. Thanks. So this is just a random one-off picture. Well, it's better than nothing. Now, because it's a radial engine, am I looking at the other side of the engine, or is it flipped upside down? Like, yeah, rotated around. Damn it. I think... Therefore I am. I don't know. I think it's twin turbo. You know what? Bad request. No, your bad request. What do we got? Thanks. God damn it. Alright, let's take off the turbo. Because it's getting confused with turboprop engines. Now, I remember something like... Can you please click on the image? Oh, what is happening? Do we have... Okay. You know what? I'm gonna look more on YouTube. R4360 Turbo. That is just the naturally aspirated version. Come on, start playing. Yep, no, that is not the turbo supercharged version. Thank you very much. Alright, let's check this one out. You know what? We can hear it as well. Okay, it's got the exhausts, but no turbos attached to them. We can see if it's coming out in 2 points. That will... I don't know what that'll tell us, because it gets to loop around to 1 turbo. That's not a backfire, that's a backwards fire. It's funny when they get that stuff confused. It looks like people are using the turbocharge ring to get naturally aspirated. I don't know why. Is it a convenience thing? Oh, that's funny. Hold on. Wait, is this the one? Yeah. I think this is just like somebody doing it out in their shed. They've just stuck some normal exhaust pipe to it. Oh, that's a bad place to stand. How are you not deaf already? Is it running or is the starter still running? I can't actually tell. I think it's kind of firing. What a person. Yeah, so that's just the donut exhaust. Okay, what do you got here, Mr. Short Person? Shorts Person, sorry.
Hey guys, it's Ewan with the Airs.
Okay, so... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh! That was a different one. This person's ripped a video probably from somebody else, because that's just what shorts people do. Aha! I don't know what sort of ducting that is, but that is not another turbocharger on that side. So it's got a single turbo? Okay. Interesting. Wish I could zoom in even more. I hate shorts so much. Okay, so... a little bit closer is not really helping us. Okay. There. Maybe that's ducting for an intercooler. Do I want to make my own turbo? I don't really want to, do I? Oops, that was the wrong thing to do. Good. Okay, now it's broken. Let's have a look at those images we were looking at before. Okay. How does this go? I think it goes around here, and then through an intercooler, and then back up into the intakes. So, how do the intakes go? That's right, intakes are at the front because we're reverse mounting this. We might flip the turbo around. Since people seem to modify the turbos anyway. We're also going to do some rearranging. I'm going to get rid of this. Kind of. We're now going to go into exhaust. And... What? What is this? Oh, the triangles. Oh, the triangles for the exhaust. No, we're going to go... New file. For 360. Turbo.jbeam. And then we'll put it in here. We might do a few different variants. Is that? No, that's not going to reformat it for us. Epic music. Turbocharger. R4360 exhaust. We got the donut on here. Then we might model something up, I think. Ah, right. Okay. Let's make a variant of this. V3 turbo. Then... Oh, yeah, this is back to front now, isn't it? So the turbo intake pipe is going to have to run all the way to the front. Which, hold on, gives us this. That's the cap for the turbo boosting. Okay. I remember seeing that and not knowing what it was. Turbocharger. Let's grab that image. Oh, no. There we go. Unpacked giant working files. Turbo. Then... how do I do this again? Oh, wait, it's up here. There we go. Image. Open. Turbo. Now, cylinder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 6, 12. Let's go. What does 12 look like? Let's try 24. Triangles, 92. I think this should be fine. What just happened? Something happened over on my YouTube thing. Did it just give me like 100 new comments? Has YouTube chat been moving this whole time and it just didn't show me? What the fuck? I've been like keeping an eye on it, being like, oh, I'll respond when somebody says something. But it hasn't been doing anything, and then it just kind of went, Bleep, and then now chat's all up to date. Yeah, I don't know. Cherry Vivis 21. What is going on? Making the turbo for this giant thing. Kind of looks like it's about yay size. And it would normally go behind the engine. Do we have... We don't really have the room, do we? Because, you know, the whole truck thing is in the way. Oh, and there's a steering arm. Oh, it turned around anyway. I think it's okay to have it on this side. Now, that is a weird housing. I wish I had better pictures. Something like that. Where would this chassis rail come up to? Chassis rail basically touches that exhaust tip, so it's going to have to be quite high and out like that. Okay, Now, how does it connect? Pipe comes backwards off of this, so let's go curve, busy. Weird. 45, 0.7, 90. Nope. What just happened? 90. Now, this does some weird stuff. We're definitely not going back as far as they did. We're going to have to separate now the intake from the exhaust housing. Yeah, let's do that. This is a tricky one. Because it, like, conically goes down. I really should use screw, shouldn't I? Let's try screw quickly. Now. Something like that. How do I... There we go, something akin to this. Can I change? The inwards amount? It doesn't look like I can. I just have to modify then. What am I on to now? Doing the turbo. Right, turbo mullered this thing. Something like there. Like that. And that doesn't help. No, we're not going to do the inner part yet. Okay. New collection. Turbo modeling. Oops, modeling apparently. What is happening with this screw here? Like that doesn't. Oh wait, that's right. Yeah, it doesn't need to have. It doesn't need to be three-dimensional. Yes, of course. Yeah, that works. There. The top can be fairly flat. Save on those polygons at least a little bit. Okay. Convert to mesh now. I want to. Oh dear. I want this to face the middle. There we go. All right. Big turbo, bro. Is it doing auto shade? Let's go shade smooth. Weird. Why has it got such a sharp edge? Mesh. No. Mesh. Normal. Triculate outside. Hey, there we go. Okay, it was just inverted. Then we will do some rearranging of some things. Wait, where are we? There. Okay, that's looking fairly good. Then we're going to want to fan these out a little bit. No! Oh. I thought my stream had crashed out again, but no, it just wants me to verify that I am who I say I am. Giving me a heart attack, like, at every corner of the stream. And then it takes forever to load. Thanks. Thank you. Alright. This is looking a little bit janky, but I'm not too concerned. Go something like that. Then on the outside, we'll get it to curl in a little bit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's looking janky, but you're not going to be looking that close at it. This might, in fact, actually tuck inside, which means this will probably have to extend out more. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Then you go there. You go there. Then. Oh. You. All right. we have our screw. How many ribs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 per half. Yeah, these all have to be aligned. I did this all poorly. I wasn't thinking ahead. That's not so bad. I'm not going to grab all the ones that I need. I'm just going to go, like, maybe every second one. It'll get the same look, but without having to blow out the... mesh poly count. But I suppose it's not that bad. It would just take more VRAM. You know, that thing that everyone has a plenty amount of. You're in medium, yeah. I'm gonna actually go individual origins, I think. Actually, I have an idea how I could have done that better. Let's do this. Custom. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? We only need that many. Okay, these should splay out like the ribs on here. That looks fine. Then add in all that poly count that I was looking to avoid. Okay. There's only 440 triangles in this. It's not so bad. We might make all of these just a little bit smaller as well, because they're looking very pointy at the moment. Okay. Now, because we don't need the poly count to be ginormous on the inside part here, we're just going to overlap some meshes instead. So let's create a cylinder, mesh, cylinder, oh fuck. Just dropped in to say hi before I go to sleep, and have a fun good luck with the mod. Thank you very much. That is the intake. Oh. I left it too high res, didn't I? You know what? Let's go here. There. Cylinder. 24, it doesn't need to be that high. Let's go 12. 6? Now we'll go 12. That's too low. Something like that. Well, that's what we like to see. Then... there we go. Delete faces. Accidentally made it its own object. There we go. Then extrude, scale. Good. Lowish poly count. We can drop that even more. Do you know much about graphics cards, Philman? Theory. I don't keep up to date with the modern ones. At least. Not with AMD. Ever since I got kind of screwed by buying them a little too early. I don't know, just kind of gone cold on them. What's wrong with AMD? I mean, they're not bad. They're not a good company. They keep trying to screw over their customers, but then again, so is Nvidia. So, I mean... I really want to see Intel come up and be the good guy. Ugh. I know, right? Another thing is it comes out here and then it kind of like shrinks in. So, we shall do that. Oh yeah, the other thing that I don't like about AMD is the fact that I got like a top-of-the-line AMD card being marketed really, really well, and the drivers were just dog shit. And after having it for months and just having the worst experience and like zero stability, I traded it, and then like half a month later, it went and they finally fixed it. I was so pissed. But I still got the 3080, and it's been one of the most stable cards I've ever had. Even on Linux. My problem with Linux is Linux. AMD has way better drives now than they did. Yeah, but they're still just not very good. Okay, that's all we need. So all it needs to do is cover this hole up. This sounds like it's meant to be an anthem for a 90s TV show like... What's that one with the twins? Full House, I think it was? Yeah, that's kind of what this song is giving me vibes of. Shade smooth. In. Through down. And then we'll put an impeller housing in there and make it spin. Okay. That is our snail. Okay. How are we looking? That looks good. This just needs to go to like here. I'll avoid this thing here. And then kind of go like that. Doesn't need to be realistic, it just needs to not be fully seeable from outside. I think that... Good. Okay. There. That's actually not that bad. And I don't have to add an extra face in there. Oh, whoops. Okay. Where are we? There we are. I think that's okay. Let's sharpen those up. I think we have ourselves a turbo. I'm looking to upgrade, can't choose. Would you go for more VRAM these days? It really depends what you're trying to do, and it's coming down to every individual thing. AMD is better brand at the moment, even if you had bad experiences. NVIDIA is trying to pull out personal computers and going all in. Yeah, no, I get that. However, software and firmware support for NVIDIA is still so much better than NVIDIA. Don't get me wrong, AMD is a lot better than what they used to be, but they still suck at it, and they keep wanting to drop support for like 2-year-old cards, where NVIDIA's like doing 10 years, generally. Like, they only just stopped supporting the 1080, which is... GTX 1080 release date. Why is my internet so slow? I'm gonna change my VPN location. I think my VPN's broken. Anyway. Released 2016, which is nearly 10 years old. AMD tried to do it for a 2-year-old graphics card. So forgive me if I don't like AMD that much as a company. Has way better drivers now than they did, but yeah, they were really bad. This is the R4360 Pratt & Whitney Wasp Major. It's not a mouthful, you're a mouthful. Okay, so this is the intake. We have no idea what the exhaust looks like. I might... Actually. Yeah, we don't need this square plate in here. Because by what I'm seeing... kind of goes like this. Then... we might... make our stuff a little bit easier so it won't collide, and then we can lift up some faces if we need to. Go like that. Then I think we can delete these vertices. Before we do that. Then we do that. Okay. Oh. Okay, well... Oh, okay. There we go. It's gone right. Then it's got some sort of heat shielding, which we're not going to bother with. But from here, we're going to create the exhaust housing. I do not know what that exhaust housing looks like. Damn it. Yeah. I really wish that Intel was better. If you don't mind tinkering and dealing with it and you want to bargain, then the Intel cards is where it's at. But you have to be okay with tinkering and learning things. It's also not great on Linux. Oh, this ring is for the intake. Oh. I think I must have gotten confused at some point. Show me what you got. What is that? Oh, that's a different engine. This would have been good if they'd taken off the other side, or at least taken a picture of the other side. Nobody thought to ever take a picture of the turbo from the backside. Probably doesn't look like much, so nobody ever took a picture of it. Oh, it's getting so close there. Internet's doing a little bit better now that I changed the virtual location. Doing a lot better, sorry, I should say. Okay, we're now getting more pictures of the engine by going to Wiki Commons. Oh, interesting. You know, I should have a look at that. And that. Broken? What happened? Okay, that doesn't work. No, not speed test, packet loss test. What is happening? Okay, well that's not great. 5% packet loss. Internet speed test. Oh. The moment I open internet speed test, it's like, oh no, he's all right. This guy's checking on us, and then they give me back my internet. I find that happens so often. The moment I go to like internet speed test of any sort, it's like, oh, internet's fixed again. It's so funny. What is this? Is that how it gets that, like, fanned out look behind the... How do you explain it? Is there a picture of it here? I saw it on one of them. I don't see it. Oh, wait, no, you know what? I think it was on the Wiki Commons thing. Here we go. I think that fan out is meant to be for this. Anyway. Oh, that's a big picture. If only it was what I wanted. Is that meant to be the exhaust there? Is that where it exhausts from? Hmm. Anyway, that doesn't help us, but what I wanted to have a look at was the intake pipe a little bit. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And same thing here. Yeah, that makes sense. Good, alright. And apparently I wanted to do it a third time, okay. That's peculiar, yeah. Usually it kind of like wraps around the valve. Huh. Anyway, do we have more turbos? That's a pretty cool looking teardown picture. Oh, interesting. Oh, very interesting. I think that's the... No, that's the front of the engine. Oh, it starts big and then gets smaller as it goes to the end of the exhaust. Interesting. Why do I keep saying interesting? Jesus Christ. Huh. Look at that pitted piston. Damn, son. That's some real damage. That's a lot of damage. Flex tape ain't gonna fix that one, buddy. There's a lot of Pratt and Whitney on here, apparently. How is this so much? But the Pratt and Whitney page itself has like 10 images of exactly the same thing. Can somebody also take like the backside picture of this to see like how the exhaust fans into the housing? That'd be great. Okay. Alright. That's a sheath. I think heat shielding sort of stuff. Or, no, that's not the way the exhaust intake went. That's a cool picture. Not one I want, though. Now we're getting into some very unrelated things. Is that James May? No, that wasn't James May. That was an old lady. Whoops. Sorry, James. No, alright. That's, I think, all she wrote for that. Oh, no, that's fine. We do get a little bit of the backside of it here. That goes straight into an intercooler. Looks like there's a bypass for the turbo, so it'll suck around it if the turbo is not moving fast enough. And then... I have no idea. a similar thing. There, I think we'll do that. So we're selecting these, so we can easily dissolve them. Alright, we're back to a simpler model. I'm guessing because this is cast iron, it doesn't need to be reinforced like aluminium would. Or if you're American, I suppose you say, aluminum. Alright, that looks fine. But it needs to be rotating the other direction? If this needs to rotate this way, that means we're going clockwise. And then this needs to go anti-clockwise. That's the correct way around then, isn't it? That doesn't seem right. Something seems wrong. What is... I need to have a look at a turbo picture. My brain is failing me on turbos at the moment. Turbo. They go the same direction, don't they? No, they do go opposite directions. Okay. Is that an AI picture? No. Just a very weird picture. So if that spins that way, it goes out that way. If that's going that way... Oh! Yeah, no, exhaust goes in that direction. Yes, I'm an idiot. Okay. That's why I was failing. X180. It did it again. Has it just updated chat? I think my chat keeps fucking up. At least you didn't get a 40 or 50 series card with all of the melting things. Yeah, no. NVIDIA is not good. It's just, we're kind of stuck in a bit of a shit sandwich at the moment, really. Sure. We can rotate these houses if we ever need to. For now, I'm going to create... good. A rotational point to make it easier to rotate. Right. Should be good. Then next is probably materials, right? Kind of want to also make these more circular on this side. So, how do we do this? Think, grab you, grab you. Go individual origins. Nope. There we go. And median point. Okay. It's a little more circular. Then finally, the exhaustieren. Should be basically done. Oh, we're gonna have to watch out for the mesh colliding there, huh? I think I can do that. That. Then you and you. Oh. Not perfect. Oh well. We'll get there. Let's go like that then. And that's made it a little bit better. Nah, that's not good. That's a little bit better. Yep, that's good. Don't want that. What is happening on the hot side? Looks a bit strange. It looks like you have two cold sides on the turbo. Well, I haven't painted it yet, but kinda, I suppose. They're just it's a very weird system. And I love it. I love when things get just strange. That's the wrong thing. Center. And then we'll fill that in with a expeller. I can't even think of what the term is for that side of the turbo. You know what, actually, we might just shrink you. There. Cool. I'm not going to bother with doing that angle there. I'm just going to now paint this in 2 paints. I have an idea. Of editing first to start with. Oh, this turbo's freaking-enormous. What I seem to have made a bit of a whoopsie. UV, unrep, angle based. I hate the fact that they put this in a sub thing. It's so annoying. Sub menu. Now, should we divide you up? We probably should, shouldn't we? Edge, mark, seam. Edge. No. Go on this side. Edge, mark, seam. NVIDIA drivers are not open source at all, and Linux didn't get official ones till recently. Yeah, no, I fully agree that NVIDIA has their problems, especially for Linux people. At the moment, I've not had any issues, so I don't want to be that guy. So I won't. I just won't say anything. Alt H. Then you're good, you're good, you're good. Alright. We'll go with... Oh, yeah. Well, that's easy. Edge, mark, seam. Edge, mark, seam. Alright, let's try that unwrap again. Okay, so those are important. Those are important. Oh, what? What? Okay, there we go. You're important. Stop. There we go. You're important. Did I grab the inside of this by accident at all? I did not. Good. Okay. You're not very important. Alright. These things do not matter. These things do matter. We're also going to have to separate vertically. So... I thought so. Let's start dividing it up. Good. Here on the bottom. Yeah. Here on the bottom on that side, okay. That last comment wasn't before you rotated the backside. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some weird stuff happening with my stream chat. You won't need the hot side turbine wheel. It won't be visible due to the exhaust, so you'll only need the compressor. No, it is going to be visible. I'm pretty sure he's going for realism, so he would need the hot side. No, it is going to be there. It's going to be completely visible. I don't know why you thought it wasn't going to be visible at all. Like, there's a heat shielding here, but then the exhaust turbine is right there. Well, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong page. Nope. 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 Yes. So, there. Turbine housing. And it's going to be visible. Unfortunately, there's just not much way in the aspect of, what do you call it? Obscuring the vision of the exhaust housing area. Back to of editing. Okay. You don't matter. You go on this side anyway, though. Good, you don't matter. You don't matter. Oh, why are they not together? UV, unwrap, angle based. What is this? Okay, I need to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a bit. I think Pippa's learnt that I picked the prickles out of her, so now she deliberately gets prickles in her. So then I have to pick them out of her. Alright, You don't matter. You do matter. What is halfway? Tool. No. Image? No. View. There we go. There we go. What are you? You're that? Okay. I don't wanna, but I'm gonna create a seam here. Okay, what else? You matter a little bit. You'll be fine. Then you're good. All right, you maybe do matter a little bit. So let's do this. Okay. Grab you. Put you around here somewhere. There, that looks fine. Okay. What are you? You're that? Yeah. Oh, okay. You don't matter. Okay. Then we just pack in these things. These don't matter. As I've said a bunch of times. That is a really terrible unwrap, isn't it? There we go. You are... Okay, you do matter. Okay. Oh, my bad. Probably not as much as the whole housing, but we'll go something like this. Go. Then you guys. Wait. Oh, that's the intake side. Brain's getting turned upside down. And you. You matter a little bit. Okay. Shading. Then... Can I? Oh, no, hold on. For 360 turbo. Put you up there. Mix. Mix. Shape. Mix shader. shader. Then I want... What do I want? I want... What is the thing that I want? I want... Wave material. Wave texture. Into factor. Then we'll change you up to be Z Scale. Oh wait, no. No, I'm doing this wrong. This needs to be on the of map. Why am I not seeing anything? What's happening? Wait, no, that's not what I want either. Sep. Then I want the Y value. Weird. Some strange imagery is happening. We might actually separate this around and then... Yeah, that's a gradient as well. We don't want that. We want it to be 100% hardcore. So... Ramp... and we want this to be cardinal? No. Constant? Yes. There we go. Do we need this vector here? I don't think we do. Yeah, okay. Good. Except it's inverted. Aha, I know what to do. There. Damn it. That didn't fix it. Okay. Do you kind of get the idea of what we're going for now? Should make sense. The top one will be very metallic. Quite rough. We'll stick some noise on that at some point. And you don't need to be so vibrant. Oh. Oh, I can. Yep, that'll do. No metallicness. Drop the roughness a little bit. And we will stick a normal map on both of these. Time for some Monbozu? Sounds about right. I've been looking at that game and being like... I'm almost interested. Just here to drop off my like. You've got this? Sure. So, exhaust side. I want to stick in some metallic fleck, but I don't really know how to do that. Would we do that on... Blender aluminium material. What do we got? Aluminium material? Because it's such a flat material, but it's not uniform. Oh. It's like there's a direction to the diffusing layer. Anastrophy? To around 0.5 strength? What's anastrophy? Okay. For roughness on a good result as well as set the... Sheen. That looks terrible. What if we turn roughness down and turn the sheen's roughness up? That looks also terrible. I don't know how that works. Sheen coat. So that'd be like a clear coat map. I don't think we're going to bother with that. Transmission specular. Anisotropic? That changed nothing. Anisotropy rotation, nothing. Subsurface. I doubt that. Diffuse. Oh. Do we have ground in here? We do not. Okay, let's go. Let's go. New collection. World. Drop the area in. Also. Add a plane.